Okay folks, welcome back to the Long Dark. Yes, we are here, we are outside the hunting lodge, exactly where we left things.
I'm not sure how to help.
Thank you, Google Home, that was excellent timing. Yes, we are, I don't know if you heard that, but Google Home just kicked in and decided to interrupt me. Yes, we're here, we're exactly where we left off. We are in the edge of the hunting lodge. We've got this spectacular sunrise going on. It's a bit cold though, that's the only slight downside. So what we're going to do, we'll head back inside just for a moment. We're going to go and do a little bit of exploration, but I want to kind of... Part of me just wants to just hang fire for a little bit. I also just want to make sure I'm not carrying things I don't need to be carrying. For example, food that's going to attract wolves. That would cause me a few issues. So let's get rid of this piece of meat that we're carrying. I don't want to be attracting wolves. Okay, cool. I am being a little bit careful with this meat because it's the only food source I actually have up here at the moment. I haven't got any other food sources, so it's rather important that we look after it. I also don't have any sharpening stones. I'm a bit concerned that's getting a bit low in condition. Is there anything else I don't need to be carrying? Because I'm pretty high up the weight scale. I probably don't need to be carrying all of this coffee. Let's get rid of that. I'm carrying a fair chunk of water, but that's fine. That'll go away. Okay, well, I think we're pretty much carrying things that we need. So, I kind of just wanted to pass time for an hour or so, just to see if things warm up a little bit outside. Knowing my luck, it'll turn into a whiteout. Just kind of wanted just to head out without freezing. Okay, so what's the temperature looking like now? Oh, excellent, it's still cold. Still minus 14. Oh well, I don't want to wait anymore, so let's get going. Okay, so we are going to head this way. So we harvested the deer that was over there, so you'll notice that deer carcass is actually gone. Because we fully harvested it, and there is another one a bit further around here which has also gone, because or would have gone, I suspect, because we've harvested it. And there was a third one that showing up on the map, so that's what I'm aiming for. That's where I want to get. So let's head over this ridge. Keep an eye open for wolves, of course, because we don't know where they are. Okay, let's gather this old man. I'm going to gather the old man's beard. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. I've just inadvertently surveyed the sky. That's wasted a piece of charcoal. Okay, so we're going to have plenty of old man's beard wound dressings at the end of this, which is good. We need to keep our eye open for this deer carcass. I'm not completely sure exactly where it is. I haven't actually seen it. I've just seen it on the edge of the map. So it's down here somewhere. Ooh. Okay, I can cross on this tree limb. Is this the pathway that we... This isn't the pathway that we used, is it? This is a different...
Oh, sure, I'm getting cold.
It must be down below us then in that case. We can... This is an interesting little section. There's a lot of cairns in this area. I've just seen another one down there. I don't know where this deer carcass is. This is an interesting design. Oh, a cave! We've got a cave here. Okay, that's cool. Okay, I'm going to do a little bit of surveying from here then.
I'm so cold. I just want to lay down for a bit.
Did I possibly know it's there? So it's kind of... That's the cave we're standing outside, so it's kind of in front of us. It's here somewhere. It must be down below. Must be down here somewhere. Okay, well I'm going to go into the... I'm going to head into the cave. We can kind of head up that way as well. I don't know where that goes. So I'm going to head into the cave and warm up. Just grab some sticks. We've got some cedar limb over there as well. We're just going to head into the cave then. Oh, it's not an enclosed cave. It's not a proper indoor location, but it will warm us up. Got some firewood. If we head well inside the cave, we should see temperature increase. Yep. So we can warm up without having to light a fire. Although obviously it's going to take a bit of time. So let's just pass time for an hour. There we go. And then we'll drink some water. There we are. So that's now warmed us up slightly, got us out of the hypothermia risk. So now we can head back out of the cave again, and we'll go and carry on looking for this deer carcass, knowing that we do have a bolt hole. Oh, it's right there. There it is. Completely blind. Okay, so let's grab all of that.
Find someplace to escape this cold.
Okay, cool. Okay, temperature is now increased. I'm gonna follow the ridge around this way and have a look down here. Oh, I have a feeling we can't go under this. Let's have a try, see if we can. Yep, we can. Ooh, we can actually walk down this pathway as well. Okay, let's do some surveying. Not showing anything up. Let's follow the path. I don't want to trek too far. I don't know where I'm going or what I'm going to find. Okay, we have another dead dude down here, so let's just do another survey. So we head down this way. I think this is going to loop us around. We're going to end up back down quite close to where we came into the world. Would be the impression I would get. That's where we're going.
Looks like this has been here a while.
Okay. Here's me saying I don't want to go too far, but I'm going a reasonable distance here. Okay, yes, I am now encumbered, so I'm just going to watch my weight a little bit. Okay, we've got a bridge coming up. Okay, I'll go as far as the bridge, and then I think we'll do a survey, and then we'll think about heading back up. Unless we can see anything obvious around where we are. I think this is actually a bridge that we could see when we were further down the valley, we could see this bridge, and we're now on this bridge. The rickety footbridge is what it's called. So let's just survey this area. Rickety footbridge. She has a name, so we're crossing Rickety footbridge. We've got another deer carcass a little bit further along here, but so that's where we are. Obviously the river comes down that way. That loops us back down towards... There's another bridge. Was there another bridge, or was I making that up? Well, there's another deer carcass up on the top of the ridge. I think I was making up the fact there was another bridge. It should be a pretty good view. That's the last piece of charcoal for this particular bit, so let's see if we get anywhere. Yep, that's filled in a bit of a blank, and there's a bridge. Okay, cool. Now, let's harvest said deer carcass. Not much point taking the meat, actually, to be fair. Okay, it's going cold again now. Okay, so let's think about making our way back. Quite high up here, so we can't really go down that way. I think... Yes, that's the bridge we came across, isn't it?
Drop any of this gear.
Yes. Oh, not good. Not at all good. Oh, that was not good. I should have been ready for that, really, to be fair. Okay, let's make a run for it. He will probably drop. Although he did go quite quickly, so I don't know whether we did any real damage. There's a cairn, but I'm not bothering about that right now. Let's get over this bridge. And let's get gone. I've got a sprained wrist, but no other injuries, I don't think. We've got some clothing damage. I don't know what clothing damage we've got. Ooh, and a lot of our clothing's actually quite wet. Which is perhaps to be expected, given that it's snowing. Okay, so I'm going to see if I can make it the whole way back round to the hut. Or to the hunting lodge, rather than... But yes, that the bridge that we can see down below where we are there, that's the bridge that we came across when we came up to the hunting lodge. So we've kind of gone round full circle. I suspect if we carry on, we'll end up making our way back up to the path that goes around to the rail yard. So we've kind of gone on a big circle around this section of the map. It's not a very open area, it's quite a linear section, this, so there probably isn't anything else that we've not seen around here. Trying to avoid using my painkillers, by the way, if you're wondering why I haven't healed my affliction, the sprained wrist. I'm trying to avoid using my painkillers. It will heal over time, so if we can get back somewhere and not have to waste the resources, that would be useful. Okay, so we're back in this little area of fallen trees. Whoa! I meant to duck there, not sprint. Press the wrong button. Okay, now we have to kind of get ourselves back on the right path. This is where it could go a bit wrong. Oh, that presumed is where the deer carcass was. Now we crossed a tree, didn't we? I'll make sure I go back across the right tree, because there's an awful lot of them around here. Maybe this one? Okay, we're in a headwind now, so it's really slowing us down a bit. The mournful music plays, that always makes me nervous. do this. Break free of the headwind. Okay, so not a bad little trip overall, actually. We got a little bit further than I thought. We've worked out quite a bit of the map. We've mapped a fair section of it, so we've got an idea of where we're going. What paths we can take. Over time you do learn this and you do gain an idea of where you are and where you're going, but this is a brand new region to me. I've not spent any time in this region, so exploring things like this is pretty useful. Gives us a chance to work out where everything is and what's available for us. And we've done quite well. We've got ourselves another deer carcass on top of the one we had before, so I think we're actually going to be able to do some crafting here before we go anywhere else. Craft ourselves some better clothes as we head back into the lodge. Okay, so we are now starting to dip towards hypothermia territory, but that's not a problem because we're virtually back now. Back to the hunting lodge. So not a bad little trip. We've explored the whole back section of this region. We found some good stuff. We have had a little toe in with a wolf, but that's not a major issue. That wolf may well drop. We'll find out. I mean, we fought it off pretty quickly, so it did catch me a bit by surprise there. I wasn't very quick on getting going there. It caught me a bit on the hop. Okay, so let's drop all the stuffs that we've got then. So we have some more meat, which is good. We'll cook that up in a minute. We've got 2 more hides and we've got a whole load more gut. And we have another sapling. So we're actually looking really, really good. We've got 4 deer hides now. We've got a whole load of gut. I'm going to start using the bench, I think. Got absolutely tons of the stuff. We've actually had a pretty fruitful trip out here. We've got loads and loads of stuff. Oh, the smallest of little green. There he is. Pop it there. And then the sapling we shall pop with the other sapling, which is over here. Look at that little collection of stuff. So we've got ourselves 4 deer hides, which is, I think, what we need to make the next set of clothing. So we're actually doing really, really well. Let's just have a quick look properly in our inventory at our clothing. What got damaged there? Our mucklooks are taking a little bit of a pounding. I don't know what I need to repair those. Cloth and leather. Leather is something I don't have. I've got plenty of cloth, but I don't have leather. That's the only slight problem. They are taking a little bit of a pounding. Deerskin pants are a little bit damaged, but not a major problem. But again, what do we need? Yeah, we need a cured deer hide gut to repair them. But obviously next up we're probably going to make the boots, the deerskin boots, which give us a slight advantage over these mucklooks. So we can hopefully replace the mucklooks with some deer skin boots. Okay, so we are looking pretty good after that little trip. That was quite adventurous. Let's get ourselves a fire going. We'll cook up this meat that we've got. We're pretty much doing that straight away as we go.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
I'm going to use a book to get ourselves going as well. So let's use a book, a fire striker, and that gives us a 100% chance of success. We'll take the charcoal. Since we have run out, my fire striker is almost gone. But I want to stick... Actually, let's use a cardboard match. Just to eke out our fire striker a little bit. You can't repair fire strikers either. When they're gone, they're gone. So, It wasn't in great condition when I found it, to be honest, so there'll probably be some more out in the world, we just need to find them. There we are, so we've got a fire going, so let's chuck some reclaimed wood on said fire. And let's cook up all of this venison. So yes, the cooking is going to be the biggest change, I think, for us. We kind of do these big cook-offs. I suppose in some ways, though, it's much more realistic. You can kind of leave stuff cooking while you go off and do something else. It's just finding those other things to do. I suppose it's a good opportunity to do more of the research of the books. You put your food on to start cooking, you start reading the research book. Which at the moment we have to do separately, so... There we go. So that's all good.
I would drink almost anything about now.
Well, that's fine because we've got some water, so it's not a major issue. Okay, let's just drop into the menu proper and we'll just make sure we use the right stuff. So let's eat. Eat venison. Yeah, most of that I knew was going to be pretty poor stuff, so... We'll eat it all and we'll drink our fill. Okay, we are going to have to start thinking about making a move at some stage fairly soon because food-wise, we are a little bit short. We've got some in here, which is not in great shape, but we've got some. But eventually we are going to run out. It's too dark to read now, unfortunately, so we're not going to be able to do any research. So let's just take a quick... Actually, let's just nip downstairs to the workbench. We'll just have a double... In fact, do I need to? Can I just look here? I can just look here. Perfect. So we can see what we actually need for our deerskin boots. We need 2 cured deer hides to make the deerskin boots, and we've got 4 of them, so we can actually repair our deerskin trousers as well. So that's perfect. We've actually got more deerskin than we need. So we can repair our deerskin trousers and make ourselves the deerskin boots. So that's absolutely brilliant. In terms of wolf pelts, collectively we now have enough wolf pelts. The only problem is they're not all in the same place. In some cases we've got 2 of them here and we've got 2 over in Trapper's Cabin. In fact, I think there's 3 over in Trapper's Cabin, so we need to take these 2 back. I think fairly soon what I'm probably going to do is haul everything I've got in the Hunter's Lodge down into the rail yard. That's a little bit closer to the exit, so that we can start thinking about doing a run back to Trapper's Cabin. It's a long way to go though, so ideally I want to try and take everything that I want to take with me in one go, so I don't have to come back. Certainly not straight away. We may come back later in the playthrough, but right now I'm just going to kind of take minimal stuff with me and try and do one trip, just because it's such a long way to go. But yeah, we're looking pretty good. We can make the deerskin boots once everything's cured, so we kind of need to wait for everything to cure. Once it's all cured, we can go ahead and make deerskin boots, so that is all good. Let's do a little bit of taking stock where we are. We are on day 25? No, day 30. So we made it to day 30 in the long dark. Let's have a quick look at the stats. So 29 full days survived. We're doing pretty well. 42 locations discovered, 24% of the world. So we're almost a quarter of the way through the world, which is pretty good. I'm just looking for the stuff that's interesting. Days in Mystery Lake, 14. How many days have we now been in Broken Railroad? 5. We've been 5 days in Broken Railroad, so that's pretty cool. 14 days in Mystery Lake, 5 days in Broken Railroad, 8 days in Mountain Town. Let's have a quick look at Wolf. Wolf close encounters, 59. Wolf struggles, 9. Wolf struggles 1, 9. Wolves killed, 10. So that wolf did drop. We had a wolf struggle. We won. We've dropped 10 wolves. Now, a couple of them we shot. But I'm sure that was only 2 of them. So I think we must have brought down that wolf that we got attacked by earlier in this video. So hopefully we can go back and find that one and get the wolf pelts. So we may actually be able to bring down enough wolf pelts to We had one fall, which was our... no, that was the fall from the rope, actually. I assume that was the fall from the rope. So all in all, we're doing incredibly well in this playthrough. I'm going to wrap it up here. I know I'm a little bit short of time, but there isn't really enough time for us to go off and do anything else. There's not really much else for us to do. Housekeeping-wise, all of our clothing is drying out nicely. We've got ourselves a nice stock of water. Food-wise, we're a little bit short, but we're okay at the minute. We've got good supplies. We've got good equipment. We're in good shape. Pretty much every which way. We're quite tired, but that's fine. We can sleep through the night, get through to the following morning, and then we can head off on our next little trek. So we've done quite a bit in this video. We've done quite a bit of surveying. We've done a bit of exploring. We've worked out where that pathway at the top goes. So what I'm going to do now is go down the other pathway at the bottom, down towards the bridge, and kind of meet in the middle, hopefully fill in all the gaps in the map. I might even take some stuff with me to do a run down to the rail yard. I'm just conscious that the moose is around. I kind of want to bring down a moose. That's the kind of big thing that is going on since last update, with the moose came in. I want to see what it takes to bring a moose down, but I'm slightly concerned it's going to be more like the bear, where it's multiple hits. So we need to find a safe location, or somewhere we can run and jump to like we did when it attacked us before. But right now, I'm going to say thank you so much for watching. We're going to carry on in the next video. Hit the like and subscribe buttons. Hope you're enjoying the series. It's going quite well. We're relaxed pace. We're not racing about. We are exploring and we are surviving. We are surviving and thriving is what I'm going to call it. We're doing really well. We're surviving well. We've got lots and lots of stuff. We're gathering it all slowly in a couple of different locations. We're going to move it all to the grandmother's house and stick with that original challenge. And then we'll carry on and see how far we can go, how long we can survive. But right now, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you again very, very soon.